weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is sausage and eggs with grits, and also it looks like Erica is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. It's time to return to the wonderful world of wuxia stories with Wandering Sword. The last time we wrapped up all of our remaining business in Southern Chronicles and began down the path towards the echoes of ash and dust content. We also took Shang Tingzhu on a tour of various places where she could help various people with her herbal saint medicines. So I feel like we've gotten a lot of side content that was just kind of in limbo solved now. This time we will probably be continuing with the main story, but you know how this game's side quests suck me in, and in fact we left off partway through a sort of sub-quest to the main Shaolin duel that we've got coming up. As always, I will also be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversation, so don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion. Alright. We also have water with full of things in it that should help me be a little bit more healthy. I've already had breakfast. This isn't like a meal supplement or anything like that. It's just, you know, that like powdered like vitamins and fiber and all that sort of fun stuff that you can put in water, but maybe I'm not eating well enough and could probably do with a little bit more diet, or in my diet, you know what I mean? But hey, that also means that it needs to be remixed every once in a while, so you get a little bit extra of that kind of action, you know? But anyway, let's go ahead and head on over to the game. Okay, I just tried to right mouse click and move my camera angle. That's not how this game works at all. Ever since the fight 3 years ago, I haven't been able to improve my swordplay. Right. Let's see. Right. Alright, well, he doesn't really have anything we want. These days, everyone who comes by wants to meet the heir apparent. We don't even know where he is. Wudong Disciple was brutal. He really gave us a beating. They were just following orders, and Yuan Qi heard them. We should give them some Binchuang ointment to avoid any hard feelings. It was all a misunderstanding. Yuan Qi meant no harm. Please don't hold it against him. Oh, okay, thank you for the meds. Because of that damn rumor, martial artists have been giving us a hard time. We were just trying and tired of dealing with it. The heir apparent rarely talks to us. We truly don't know where he is. However, well, while cleaning his room earlier, I found a map on his desk with the route to Mingjian Manor marked on it. Mingjian Manor? Has he gone there? I'm not sure, but it's possible. Well, at least that's a clue. Thank you for telling me. Take care. And see, this is why we always talk to anybody who we can possibly talk to. Okay, I have been here before. Any way to get down there? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. I heard that our swordplay comes down from that of Shangqing sect. Whoop. Tianjian sect has the sharpest sword. Agree to disagree. Tianjian sect is the successor of Shangqing sect. Yep, okay. Fair enough, I suppose. I suppose we'll head right on over to, Mingjian then. Up there. Oh, what do you got, buddy? Okay. Let's see, Mount Wanzi, Yanfu Town. I'm going very much in the wrong direction. Okay, hang on a minute. Where? Oh, dang it. Okay. No, I was headed in the right direction before. I just... wrong turn. Oop, that's fine. Be careful, everyone. Not a single scratch, dent, or mark on the goods. Mr. Zhou? Mr. Yuan? Fancy meeting you here. Care to join me for a drink? My treat? Sure, that sounds great. Not what I came here to find, but okay. I'm so happy to see you again. It was only because of your help that I could return home without fear of being hunted. Not to mention getting my revenge and reclaiming what belongs to me. I only played a small part, so mostly your own efforts, Mr. Zhou. Nevertheless, I'll never forget your timely assistance. I'll be on commission for Lord Huan, so I can't stay here for long. Next time, let me treat you to a proper feast. Lord Huan? Sure, next time. But since you're staying in Gusu now, I'll visit when I can. I'd be honored to have you. Here, a toast to you. Oh, neat. Lots of stuff, I guess. Yep, let's head to Mingjian Manor. The swordsman presents a formidable presence, and birds calmly perch on him, suggesting he means no harm. Is that a wooden sword by his side? Such presence with a wooden sword. Excuse me, are you Xiao Huangguang, the flawless ice sword from Tianjian sect? His sword exudes a calm and peaceful aura like still water, a true testament to its owner's mastery. I am Xiao Huangguang. May I test your skills? Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Not who I thought he'd be, testing against, but okay. Okay, let's see. So this is a Jianggu. And Udang. Enemy block. let's go a little ham here. Now? I feel like I could have won that fight. You have extraordinary skills. It's unfortunate that worldly matters are compromising the purity and freedom of your art. Worldly matters. Thank you for pointing that out. May I have your names? I'm Shangguan Hong, the Teal Water Sword of Bibo School. I'm Yuan Yi of Wudong. Greetings, Master Ouyang. Greetings, Mr. Yuan. And Mr. Xiao asked me to meet me. I didn't expect to see you too. It's just a coincidence. We didn't come together. I had no idea Mr. Xiao was here to see you, Master Ouyang. Master Ouyang, I'm here to claim that ominous sword that, as we agreed. So please, draw your sword. Given my friendship, your father, I feel obliged to warn you. It is no ordinary blade. Even the sword-washing pond can't fully tame it. Ningjian Manor has numerous renowned swords. Why are you so determined to obtain that ominous blade? You must realize such weapons often carry misfortune. A malevolent weapon in the sword-washing pond? The sword mirrors the heart of its wielder. Its malevolence is but a misconception. And what would it reveal if you wielded it? You'll see it once it's in my grasp. Fine. If you're sure, follow me to the sword arena. Thank you, Master Ouyang. Ningjian Manor is known for sword techniques, and Master Ouyang is among the elite martial artists. Your skills are formidable, but this will still be a challenging duel, won't it? So what's this weapon you're so determined to challenge Master Ouyang for? It's something I discovered years ago, and as for the duel, no matter the outcome, it's something I wish to do. Still, this duel needs a judge, and you're the only one in Ningjian Manor capable of the role. Please join me at the sword arena. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and load. Oh wow, was that really my last save? Hang on, let's see if it auto-saved. Okay, it did. It auto-saved right before we came here. So we don't lose any... Oh, not her. Let's make sure... Okay, we've already learned all of those. Any better swords I could toss at you? Nope. We're already well acquainted there. Right, she's got the Herbal Saint Compendium. We've already got that done. We've already got that done. We've already got that done. can't toss any more points at that right now because I don't have enough points to do so. Okay. I'm pretty sure I already dealt with this. Yep, okay. So, let's try this again. This time we're gonna do some more things. Okay, that is stretched. So let's take a look at our Wuxian sect stuff. Or that's Wudong. Oh, okay, hang on. Alright, well. Yeah, I know that spell's on cooldown, that's fine. The key might be in being a little more aggressive than I think I have to be. Rude. Yes, we managed to do it. Well done, us. Okay, so the conversation was the same. Interesting, and the result was the same as well. Very interesting. Shui and her brother. Hey, it's really you. Mr. Yuan, Mr. Xiao just informed us you're judging the duel. Is that right? Yes. Seems the duel is unavoidable. Don't worry, Shui. It'll be a friendly match. I'll ensure no one gets hurt. Don't worry my worry isn't about everyone's safety, rather than that Mr. Xiao might actually claim the ominous sword. Well, Master Ouyang was also warned against it. What exactly is so fearsome about this sword? 9 generations ago, Ningjian Manor dedicated all its resources to crafting a divine sword named Whale Slayer. The creation of such a magnificent weapon drew the attention of numerous villains. Upon the sword's completion, they plotted to assault Ningjian Manor and seize Whale Slayer. Ningjian Manor has always been known for forging. They must have been prepared for such a threat. Indeed. However, during the tumultuous battle, those villains with wicked techniques breached the forging ground. Only a few swordsmiths, they couldn't repel the attackers, and Whale Slayer was taken by a villain who then slaughtered many disciples. But the sword remains here, meaning the villain failed to escape with it. Couldn't, because his own allies refused to let him leave with the sword alone. They turned on each other? Exactly. After he seized Whaleslayer, his cohorts suspected he planned to keep it for himself, sparking a deadly conflict among them. The conflict intensified as everyone at the scene sought to seize the Whaleslayer, leading to a fierce clash among all involved. So many lives were sacrificed for an object. It's the deep-seated malevolence of human nature. If the chaos was caused by human actions, why is Whaleslayer considered an ominous sword? Before the sword was sharpened, it had been drenched in blood. This violent beginning likely infused it with a malevolent aura, caused it to emit terrifying sounds, and all who wielded Whaleslayer met tragic ends. To avoid further disaster, our ancestors sealed the sword in the sword-washing pond, hoping to cleanse it. Yet over the years, Whaleslayer continued to emit eerie sounds from the pond, sparking rumors of a lurking monster. I see. And how does Mr. Xiao know about the sword? Years ago, I visited Mingjian Manor, heard the sword's cries, and discovered it in the pool. Whaleslayer cries out because it has yet to find its true master. At that time, I felt unworthy to wield it, as I'd hit a plateau in my sword skills. So I asked to challenge Master Ouyang if Whaleslayer remained unclaimed after I left seclusion again. If I win, I can retrieve it from the sword-washing pond. And I agreed. It's indeed a shame such a magnificent sword has been hidden away. You're truly destined to wield Whaleslayer, and our agreement stands. Thank you for your honorable decision, and Mr. Yuan for agreeing to judge. It's no trouble at all. Please remember this duel is merely a test of skills. Causing injury will result in immediate defeat. Master Ouyang, please draw your sword. Let's see what you can do. Yep. Master Ouyang is renowned for his swordsmanship, and Mr. Xiao. His techniques start simple, basic thrusts, lifts, cuts, and slices, but in his hands they transform, evolving into endless variations. His swordplay is spontaneous and unrestrained, like anything I've seen before. Mr. Ouyang is outmatched. Oh, that was a good fight. He defeated Father. Does this mean he's taking Whaleslayer out? Master Ouyang, it's clear who the winner is now. Indeed. Wang Guang, your skills have greatly improved over the years. I've learned a lot from our duel. Perhaps Whaleslayer has been waiting to be claimed by someone trustworthy. Let's go to the sword-washing pond to retrieve it. Please, lead the way. Looks like I'll finally see the true form of this fabled sword. Father, Whaleslayer is sailed in the pond. How can we get it? I think our ancestors sealed it in the pond only to retain its power, not to conceal it forever. There must be a way to get it back. Shui has a point. Indeed, it's secured with massive cold iron chains, which are extremely tough and resistant to all types of damage. We need to trigger several mechanisms to unlock the chains and free the Whaleslayer. Which is tougher, the cold iron chains or Whaleslayer itself? Well, I can't say for sure. The sword isn't meant to be restricted, but should roam freely between heaven and earth. Hello, Caster! Welcome. It's been a while since you graced our wondrous halls, but you arrived just in time for some wuxia drama. We've got a master swordsman who's returned from isolation in order to begin taking on other masters in promised matches from a decade previous. Who's just won a sword. A very, very possibly cursed sword. How can mere chains bind it? I'm grateful you agreed to give me the sword. Please allow me to retrieve it myself. What's he up to now? Mr. Xiao certainly has a bold streak, quite contrary to his mild appearance. You know what he's going to do? You'll see soon enough. Whale Slayer, you've been lying here, chained and forgotten for centuries. Yeah, exactly. The wuxia is wuxiaing. I think you're a little quiet versus the game audio. Okay, hang on just a second. Whoop. Interesting. Okay. Let me adjust my game audio. And I'm going to bring that down to minus 35, and I'll be at minus 15. Up. How's that now? Is that a little bit better? Soaring strings are just too punchy, I guess. Yep, a little bit, yeah. But I absolutely love the music in this game. Eh. What? Oh. Sorry. Spouse is heading out on errands for the day, so I needed to get a hug real quick. Seems so, thank you. Okay, cool. Now that I'm here, will you still choose to slumber? Shing! Is that Whale Slayer? Is Mr. Xiao using his chi to awaken Whale Slayer to break the cold iron chains? I believe so. Is that even possible? If not, then Whale Slayer is just another dull blade, unworthy of being my sword. Ooh. So they've been talking about the fact that this sword actually sings. Yeah. Whale Slayer, the ominous sword is 3 feet of translucent, icy metal from the North Sea. Vivid blood-red line runs through the blade, striking awe in all who see it. Ooh. The sword is really broken free from the chains on its own. It has chosen you. You were meant to wield it, and it was meant to be your sword. Congratulations are in order, then, for both Mr. Xiao and the Whale Slayer. Thank you, Mr. Yuan. Now that I've fulfilled our long-standing agreement, I must take my leave, Master Ouyang. My duel with Shaolin is in a few days. I hope you and heir apparent Ouyang can attend. It's been ages since the martial world witnessed such a grand event. I'll definitely be there. I'm heading back to Tanjian sect. Would you care to accompany me, Mr. Yuan? Of course. Please wait for me at the pier. I'll join you shortly. See you then. Are you leaving, Mr. Xiao? Or with Mr. Xiao? Yes, I need to discuss the Shaolin duel with him. I see. Well, his swordship is impressive. Mr. Xiao's approach is somewhat ostentatious. Shaolin and Wudang are pillars of the Central Plains. He's chosen to challenge Shaolin right after his return. Are you concerned that his bold actions might draw criticism and hostility? The highest peak faces the fiercest winds. Makes sense. I'll make sure to relay your words to him. Various forces will converge for this duel at Shaolin. There's no telling what will happen. You're going? Please be careful. Don't worry, Shui. I'll take care of myself. Well, at the very least, I'm going to go ahead and learn the Mingjian cultivation manner from her. Shit. The cool and probably cursed translucent sword? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. You know it. Like, there is so much of that in this game. Let's just go ahead and pop. Max that out because that gives us... Oh! Ah! Thank you for the pear wiggler, Blasty. Let's see. Okay, we've got some meridian points here, so... Let's do... more into con, more into strength, and why not one more into constitution? Because being a little more survivable is always a good thing. With the dustless sword, you and Hong Guang truly at the dawn of your generation. As for Jian Ying, I've heard he's taken up your legacy in forging. I'm sure he'll be able to lead Mingjian Manor. If he achieves even half of what you have, I can stop worrying. Speaking of which, what do you think about Han Guang's upcoming challenge at Sheela? You're the master swordsman with deep connections to the Bureau of Guards here, Mr. Uriel. You surely know more than I do. I've heard some whispers. Do you know of any current Shaolin swordmasters or legendary techniques? Well, there's the Bodhidharma swordplay, but I haven't heard of any Shaolin master who practices it. Indeed, no renowned Shaolin master is famous for this technique. That doesn't mean it hasn't been mastered. The late Abbot Yuan Jue was skilled in 7 Shaolin techniques, including the Bodhidharma swordplay. And he was the one who agreed to this duel. But with Abbot Yuan Jue deceased, how can this duel possibly proceed? I'm afraid you'll have to ask Han Guang about that. Yanjian sect's disciple said that the duel was decided long ago. Master Di Zui, you have been in Shaolin for over a decade. Are you aware of this? Yes, I was present when Abbot Yuan Jue agreed to duel Mr. Xiao. Really? The abbot was known for his deep insights and disinterest in competition. Why would he agree to a duel, then novice Xiao Hangguang? I wondered the same about what Abbot Yuan Jue explained to me afterwards. That, Xiao Hangguang's sword has the power to change the future. He thought that highly of him. What exactly did Abbot Yuan Jue mean by future? Amitabha, he didn't specify. But given the fact that he was usually unconcerned with worldly conflicts, this future might hold significant, possibly world-altering importance. There must be more to this duel then. Now with Abbot Yuan Jue gone, who will take up Shaolin's commitment though? I'm not sure. The abbot may have made arrangements. Let's head to the pier and find Mr. Xiao. Wait, what? Oh, we're getting a flashback. You can see the questions in your eyes. Are you wondering why I agreed to duel them? You must have your reasons. Well, perhaps. Or maybe it's just an old man's needless worry. I believe this young man is deeply connected to Buddhism. His sword has the power to change the future. I want to see his growth firsthand to make sure this powerful sword doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Future. The world will always welcome new leaders, and only those capable will carry the mantle. And you think Mr. Xiao will be one of those leaders? Maybe he will, maybe not. Maybe someone else will rise. Can't predict the future. I can do what I think will help. Let's take a look. Do you have anything I want, sir? Yes. Yes, you do. I have a few things that I want. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I do have the, Oh, hello?
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
No, you can interrupt.
But there's a customer issue out front.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a second. I'll be with you in just...
Just the
thing?
former.
Little thing? Okay, little thing. Okay, yeah, give me a second. I'll be right with you. Yeah, well, you know what? We've got a commercial break coming up soon anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, so stand up, stretch, refresh your drinks, do all that good stuff, and we'll be back soon. Alright? Ta-ta for now. Alright, we said little things, so just the former. What are we dealing with? about giving him some gifts. Hello, hello. Okay, yeah, we've got a ton of swords that I just haven't sold yet. There we go. Oh. Well, hang on a second. Oh, that's probably why. His specialty saber is probably better. Yep, okay. And let's take a look at her sword. Saber of she. Ooh, we can majorly upgrade hers. Okay. There we go. So, let's see what we can get from him. I'm just gonna set this to double time auto because, yeah, like, we're just gonna crank through these sparring matches to, essentially get some stat increasing items as well as a couple of recipes and things off of him. Yep, okay, we've got new sword play. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, we can also learn stuff from him. Thank you very much for the coin toss, Coleman. It's much appreciated. How are you doing today?
Experience
What?
B.
Why though? Ow. I don't know why that amuses me so much. Good after midnight. Those coins just bounce off your chest. Yeah, the game is kind of to try and get one in the slot, as it were, but nobody really manages to do it very often. Painting some B1 droids after a busy day. Falling asleep, waking up near midnight. Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I've added a whole bunch of really cool, like redeems and stuff since switching over to Vignon. It has been very, very fun. I've had a lot of luck in how that system works. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, these kinds of shenanigans are entirely the reason why I started running commercials, because I wanted to be able to do redeems and the like. Because they're just way too much fun. With a PSO sound effect on entry? Choice. So not actually a PSO sound, although I can see where you would get that. That is actually pulled from a Fire Emblem game. It was, I want to say, the chapter sound effect, where like it hits that sound effect and displays the name of a major chapter before going away. But again, I definitely see where you're coming from with the PSO sound effect. And oh my goodness, if Phantasy Star Online 2 hadn't taken literally a decade to get translated and become available in the West, I would have been so addicted to that MMO. It just, yeah, by the time it came around, I really didn't have much time for it, and then by the time I did, I was much more into Final Fantasy XIV again, you know? Okay, I don't really need anything else that he's got, so let's talk. Mutter. Xiao Huya Hongguang used his chi to awaken Whale Slayer and broke the cold iron chains. It's been a hot second before playing Fire Emblem GBA or Awakening. The SFX definitely caused a big flashback. Fair enough, fair enough. They just added, what was it, Sacred Stones to the Switch Online GBA emulator thing, and I might have to upgrade just to play that again, because oh my god, the shenanigans you could make in that game. Like, Okay, I don't know if anybody else remembers any of the characters, but Amelia, the like extra character you could recruit as a recruit, which was like a special class just for her, which could then become either a knight or a cavalier. I managed to make her by the end of training faster than any of my cavaliers or paladins as a general. So, like, I went all the way to level 20, or all the way to level 30 with her as recruit, then all the way to level 20 with her as a knight, then all the way to level 20 with her as a general, and then gave her every pair of boots I could possibly find, so that you just had this ridiculously stacked, impenetrable wall of armor moving at something like 10 spaces a turn. It was just ridiculous. Like, she literally moved faster than all of my mounted units. It was hilarious. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And just watching her just charge through enemy units and take so much aggro and yet not be damaged by basically anything was truly wonderful. Anyway, Xiao Hongguang used his chi to awaken Whale Slayer and broke the cold iron chains. He's about my age. How has he already mastered the sword to such a degree? Okay, bud. Do you have anything... Oh, we haven't learned that. Yeah, let's see if we can spar with him a little bit. Give it to me. Gimme. Give me that technique. I wish I had known earlier in the game that you could do, like, how to properly use sparring to get new techniques and things. Because, oh my goodness. Like, I wasted so much time with my people at much lower levels than they should have been at. With fewer techniques than they should have had. There we go. Nice. Okay. I didn't think he had anything else beyond that, but... Alright, let's go ahead and save the game. Ready to head back to Gusu with me, Mr. Yuan? Yes, indeedy. And let's get going. Ooh, Caster, did you submit anything for the Queer Games bundle over on itch this year? I am excited to see everybody who's in there. Years ago, I visited Mount Shaoxi to see Shaolin's renowned Bodhidharma swordplay. Back then, Abbot Yuanjue didn't duel with me, but promised to test his swordplay against mine when I was left seclusion again. I'm heading to Shaolin, Mr. Yuan. Brings you to me about this. I seem to have a high regard for Bodhidharma's swordplay. It's not just a top Shaolin swordplay, but one of the world's best. Naturally, I'm drawn to it. In fact, all famous sword techniques fascinate me. My goal is to witness the zenith of swordsmanship. Terrible. Well, I know Abbot Yuanjue personally promised you, but recently passed away, and there might be a conspiracy at play. Conspiracy, huh? Are you talking about the recent rumor? You've seen my sword. You know it's just a rumor. I do, but I can't say for others. Are you asking me to give up on this sword duel? I can't do that. I'm out of seclusion, and Shaolin should uphold their promise. Who from Shaolin doesn't matter to me. You did not. When you nudged me, you were out of the house and not in a position to add anything. Oh no! I'm so sorry! I would have nudged you earlier if I'd realized. As long as the duel goes uninterrupted, anyone else trying to take advantage of the situation doesn't concern me either. I'm just worried that Shaolin might not have anyone skilled enough in this technique. If that's the case, I'll have no choice but to go home disappointed. Honestly, you like to add something new every year, and you hadn't had a recent notable release. I think I got in with Proto Drive. I can't remember if we'll actually get confirmation on it or anything. I know the last time I checked on Itch, it looked like Proto Drive was in there. I didn't submit it last year because like all of the player stuff wasn't complete, and so I didn't want it to. I didn't want to like overbuild. So like last year, I think I did Cactus Quest, but this year with all of the player side Proto Drive stuff complete and the GM stuff well underway, I felt like we were in a good enough position to actually submit for it. Still need to do some updates to so that others may live, and maybe add some art for that one before I'm happy with that one to be in a true 1.0 state. But that would be a good candidate for other things eventually. And then of course, Return to the Dawnbringers. I need to carve out some time to finish the map for that intro dungeon that I've had done for it. Like I've had a hand-drawn map for it for quite some time. But I haven't done like something that I feel good about including in the files. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is. I'm just worried that Shaolin might not have anyone else skilled in this technique. If that's the case, I have no choice but to go home disappointed. I only need this duel to happen. Nothing else matters. You really sure about this? Absolutely. I understand. A deal is a deal. I did want to talk you out of it, but it's not my place. Anyway, there's also something personal I need to ask you. Go ahead, Mr. Ewan. It makes sense. Go get some dividends. I mean, listen, we have put a lot of work into Proto Drive, and I'm really hoping that, you know, this and maybe some other things that might be coming up can help it get just even a smidgen of, I don't know, traction, recognition, something along those lines. I do need to add the Powered by Lancer emblem to its splash image so that people kind of know what they're looking at when they look at it, because right down, you know, it looks good. The basic splash image that we made for it a while back still looks good. We do already have plans for what the cover's going to look like. We're going to do a dramatic scene of cars racing around a mountain road. It's going to look great. We've already got some basics on it, just hasn't been committed to digital yet. But, yeah, no, I just, it's one of those things where, like, it is a big project, and I know it's a good game, especially with the stuff that we learned, not only from, like, our demo video of it, but, like, some of the games that I ran privately after that. We've streamlined so much about it and made it run a little bit faster, and, yeah. You always yell about the games your friends make when you can make a recommendation. I appreciate that, and that same back towards you. Yeah, it's just it's wild. I don't know, like my dream if it makes it into the Queer Games bundle, and then gets even mentioned by someone on the Maiden Lancer Discord pilot.net. Oh my god, that would be amazing. But, you know, because as far as I know, even though the Lancer license is open and available for people to make new systems with it as a core, it hasn't been done yet other than us. Like, I'm pretty sure we're one of, if not the first, to make an entirely new system based on its engine. So, I'm shrugging right now and kind of doing the, like, here's hoping hands, but, you know, my model doesn't really have that level of motion right now because, you know, hand tracking is wild. But anyway, yeah. A fellow disciple of mine, Yuan Chi, whom you defeated years ago, has heard your back and wants a rematch. He's at Tianjian sect now. I remember. His technique was some interesting twists on the traditional Wudang style. I see no reason to refuse another swordsman. I'll head back now. Care to come along? I have other matters to attend to. Please go ahead without me. Alright, I'm heading back to Tianjian sect. Take care. Whoop, and there he goes. Trouble is here. Hello, Lian Xin. Detective Lung. We've worked under the same roof. That's a hurtful thing to hear. And greetings, Mr. Yuan. I'm Lian Xin, Director of the Bureau Guards. Director Lian Xin? What urgent matter brings you here, esteemed Director Lian Xin? I'm here for Xiao Huangguang. It's probably intimidating to do. A lot of unique parts need to be written, which probably drives off a lot of attempts. Yeah, no, you know what? That is fair. It is... He just leapt out of there. Yep. Yep. I mean, it is a wuxia story. You know, people just yeet. But yeah, no, the Lancer is a fairly crunchy system compared to a lot of stuff that's being made these days, and so I definitely understand why people would be hesitant to, you know, use it on something like that. But I've actually got another system in the works that I want to, you know, actually like flesh out after I finish this version of Protodrive. What did we end up calling it? Combat Aces. It is a similar concept, but also combines in stuff from Lancer Battle Group, the space combat like fleet-based game, to like simplify some things. It's essentially like I was inspired to make it by playing Ace Combat, hence the name Combat Aces. But it still uses a customization system based on Lancers, where you can, you know, earn parts and swap things out. The main group that players are supposed to be is that like you are part of a mercenary outfit during a major international conflict that has kind of like been like if you've heard the term perpetual war, it's that kind of an idea. And I'm looking forward to it because instead of using a dice system, we're actually using a standard 52 card playing deck to simulate the concept in dogfighting of, you know, in real world conflict, you know, dogfights start from an extreme long range and, you know, sort of close in a little bit at a time. So you start off using missiles, then you maybe move to rockets, and like as you close in, you're down to like Vulcan guns and stuff like that. And so not everybody has their own deck. You're all working from the same deck in order to kind of better simulate that idea of the area of the conflict tightening further and further and further and running out of options and things like that. And, you know, then, you know, the idea is like, well, when you've run through the entire deck, it then, you know, resets, reshuffles, and we start from the beginning to simulate when, you know, those jets kind of pass each other and then head back out to extreme range before banking and turning back around. And I'm really excited for it, but also we definitely have to finish Protodrive before I'm ready to jump in on another whole hog system, you know what I mean? This isn't the place for a discussion. May I invite you to a meal at Gusu Inn? You may invite us, but we'll discuss if we'll come. I have crucial information you might find intriguing. Take your time. Yes, poker deck systems are... Yeah, Ruben would be feral for an Ace Combat game. Okay, duly noted, duly noted. There's at least an audience of one. Yep. Good to know. I also know that like I've already written a little bit of fiction for it, and a couple of the military geeks that I know were very interested in that just based on the fiction that I've written. So yeah. It's one of those like I don't know if it's actually connected to the world of Protodrive, because like there's some implications that maybe this system represents the thing that led to the world of Protodrive. You know, once the war and conflict had been completed and, you know, people started working together a lot more and being more careful with their resources and learned how to, you know, actually live more in egalitarian ways. Like, that's how Protodrive came to be. But I'm not going to confirm that. I don't know. Maybe it's Protodrive's future. Maybe it's its past. Maybe they're not related. But, you know, we'll have to see as it builds up. Do you think we should attend, Mr. Lung? It must be significant if Lian Xin is here personally. The Bureau Guards are snakes. Dealing with them comes with risks. Think carefully before deciding to meet with Lian Xin. Alright, I'll think it over. Ugh. Anything interesting? Nope. Okay. Oh, you got some martial points. Yeah, let's go ahead and spar, sir. That's what I was after. Thank you very much. Ooh, y'all have some techniques that I haven't learned yet. What about you? I didn't look at what techniques you have. Very much the same. Okay, I may come back and deal with this off stream just because I know that we are here to do a story and I don't necessarily need to be learning techniques and blacksmithing and all that. Oh, hello. Another long sigh. Shakes the head and sighs. I'd rather not talk about it. Oh, it always helps to have more people in a problem. Why don't you tell me what's troubling you? Maybe I can help. My family has been blacksmiths through 3 generations. Grandfather used to learn sword forging in Mingjian Manor, but was kicked out because of mistakes he made. Grandfather later relied on his craft to settle down in Gusu City, but he always wanted to forge a prized sword of his own. He collected a lot of materials for his dream. What happened then? He couldn't forge the sword? He modeled his dream sword after a famous ancient sword, and attempted the forging 3 times. However, each time he quenches the blade, he encountered failure. Before he died, he instructed my father to forge this sword and fulfill his last wish. Through years of research, Father found that the only way to suppress the heat is with winter spring from Mingjian Manor. So he begged Mingjian for a bit of winter spring. They refused to share it, saying it was because of my grandfather's mistakes. Father got refused several times and gave up in the end. That's a bit insensitive of the manor, isn't it? I'm getting older, and my son is not interested in inheriting this craft. I'm afraid my grandfather's wish will not be fulfilled. I'll ask them for you. Maybe they'll be willing to share. Thank you very much for the coin toss, Osiris. Welcome, welcome. They won't give me any winter spring. I'll leave you out of the conversation and say it's for me. Wait here. Ouyang Mao Sai, the elder keeping the winter spring, usually stays in Ganjiang Hall. You can get it for me? I'll give you the sword when it's finished. Oh, hey, you're back. Look, I've got the winter spring. Right. Be able to fulfill my grandfather's wish with this. Oh, right, because I picked up some winter spring as part of one of the expansions that I did. Neat. I mean, I figured I may as well, you know? Let's see. Yes, let's go ahead and rest. How are you doing, Osiris? I don't remember if I asked yet. Okay, nothing major there. Still haven't decided if I should actually talk to him. Like, this feels story important, and despite what Mr. Lung said... No, actually, not even necessarily despite, because of what Mr. Lung said. Looking forward to actually playing some Heavensward MSQ today. Ooh, very nice. The chef here is decent. I was tempted to arrange a big feast, but knowing Detective Lung prefers quiet settings, I ordered just a few dishes. I hope they're satisfactory, Mr. Yuan. We wanderers are used to tough conditions. This is already more than enough. Knowing me so well, you must realize I prefer to cut to the chase, Director Lianshin. Of course. You're aware that I'm here for Xiao Hangguang, aren't you? His challenge to Shaolin has certainly drawn attention. Since when do the Bureau Guards care this much about the martial world? Oh, we oversee all matters, including those of the martial world. But our interest was piqued only by this recent rumor. Tianji Palace's heir. Huh. The Bureau Guards relieve every rumor now? I assure you it's just a rumor, likely fueled by someone with a hidden agenda. We trust your judgment, but rumors have roots, which are important to the Bureau Guards. Our scouts have recently uncovered 2 intriguing leads from the Outer Lands. One involves a sword duel near Lee City. The duelists' identities are unknown, but one of them used the supreme techniques of the Tianjue, the Venerable, former head of Tianji Palace, namely 3 Enclosures Force and 7 Stars Swordplay. Tianjue's techniques. According to the Yushan School's records, 3 Enclosures Force vanished along with the star chart of Ziwei under endless sands, leaving no heirs to Tianji Palace. Our doubts exactly. And finding the duelists would be the best way to verify this rumor. You think Mr. Xiao was involved. No one who's out here hey-hey-haying is trustworthy. Second only to fu-fu-fuing. I mean, listen, here's the thing. As someone who has worked in, shall we say, less than honest areas of life, I actually do trust someone who's out here hey-hey-haying, but I trust him to stab me in the back, if you know what I mean. It's one of those... I don't know, it's untrustworthy is almost not like it doesn't really work because you know that they're gonna have plans within plans. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain point at which like the malicious laughter is almost them being honest with you. You know what I mean? It's the oh yeah no I'm a snake in the grass. You know, you can know that I'm going to have plans and that are behind plans, and at some point I may stab you in the back, but also if you're actually useful to me, it won't be for long. That sort of a thing. So like it's, you know, I believe him. Believe he's a threat. Yeah, exactly. And what's that old adage? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, you know? Now that being said, it does get exhausting after a while, hence why the come and go exists in the first place. Because, yep, I did not want to play those games anymore. Yes, our scouts spotted him there, when he was supposedly still in seclusion. Interestingly, he's now tangled in rumors. He might not be their heir, but perhaps he knows who the real heir is. And the other lead? It's even more critical concerning Yuan's movements. Is this an invitation to work together? You could say that. You're certainly worth collaborating with. I'll talk to him, though I can't promise anything. I'll leave a scout here. After you gather the information, signal us by ordering the fish dragon dance. Alright, we'll head out now if there's nothing else. Of course, take care. You're concerned about Xiao Hangguang and Yuan? He's not the heir to Tianji Palace, but he's hiding the true heir. The interest Yuan has drawn from the Bureau Guards suggests it's significant. They capture him? Oh, by the way, so the Duan twins are formerly of an arguably evil sect referred to as the Perpetual Sanctum. And this is their, like, I was able to settle terms between them and the rest of a bunch of clans in the southwestern region, and actually figure out a way for their clan to exit their seclusion and not have to do so with violence. And so this is the twins' first time in the outside world. If you've missed a lot of backstory, because I've put in 100 hours into this game at this point, and I am consistently impressed with how intricate and winding and weaving these stories are. Make him talk. No, please don't. Please do not. We've made a promise, and we must honor it. Besides, our martial power isn't for oppression or showing off. They're enjoying their broadened horizons. They are, but part of the reason why they were even allowed to leave the area, despite a rules being set down about there being like 30 years of their clan rehabilitating themselves, is because they're coming with me. And so I'm directly responsible for rehabilitating them. They're incredible martial artists, but also not the best people. Like we're keeping our promise to you? Not exactly, but it's similar. I don't understand, but obey. You know what? Let's... Oh wow, I have more side quests than I realized I had. Well, we should head to Wutong. Actually though, hang on, let's rest again. Maybe it's I have to do like a major event thing first. Director Lian Xin seemed to be telling the truth. What's your opinion? I trust... Whoop. That still amuses the heck out of me. But I can tell from Mr. Xiao's sword that he has nothing underhanded. Still, he kept the Tianji Palace matter a secret. It sparked a conflict with Shaolin after Abbot Yuan Jue's death. I'm concerned he's being manipulated. Since it's not time for the duel yet, I want to head back to the Tianjian sect to ask him directly. It seems like the best match or approach given his nature. I agree. Our last trip to Nanjiang took months. Lian Xin's second lead suggests major movements from Yuan. But he insists we focus on Mr. Xiao first. That doesn't mean Miss Yuan's issues are less critical. We just need more time to verify everything. We could fulfill Lian Xin's request first, and then ask him about Yuan again. Or we could start our own investigation. For now, though, we can't overlook the duel at Shaolin. Alright, so... definitely going to investigate a bit at Yuan. That'll be for probably the next segment. Let's see. Pull that back. Where was Wutong Village? Where was Wutong Village? Oh, okay. We're here, near Ping Kong City. Okay.
Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Ow! Again, I have had too much fun. It's Sun the physician who was looking for this. Yeah, there we go. Look what I got here. This a begonia flower. It's a begonia from Nanjiang. It's been decades. I finally saw it again. I'm moved that you still remember this little thing. Wish is fulfilled. Shiping Village, Herb Valley. Almost forgot.
Because God has cursed me for my hubris, and my work is never finished.
That is true, but thankfully I get to stream every once in a while, and that's nice and relaxing most of the time. Don't be too sad. It'll take a toll on your health. Sorry, I was caught for a moment. Thank you for doing this for me. Been a physician all my life and haven't saved much money. Please take these pills as a token of gratitude. Ooh. Nice. I was wondering if you had any techniques to teach me. Nope. Let's take another look over here. Village Head Mung wants you to go to Nanyu Village on the opposite side of Solitary Cloud Marsh. Okay. So... Nanyu Village is down here. Okay. I just want to make sure that we complete stuff before we're locked out of things, you know? I made that mistake before and was not able to finish things up. Yao Yao. I was reluctant to return, but kind-hearted Mr. Yuan here insisted. You still resent me? There might have been bitterness before, but I've died once. Any hatred perished with the soul-wrecking bird. Uncle Yu, sorry I can't stay by your side, but I've always thought of you as the one who raised me, my family. Yao Yao, you've grown up. I never intended to hold you back. You're a free bird now. Fly of your own will. I had forgotten about that little plot line. I'm so happy to see them make up. Lord Luo! Oh, is there anything I can help you with? The Butterfly Village wants me to order a batch of stones. This is a letter from him, and the deposit. Butterfly Village? Oh, it's Mr. Meng. I traveled to Nanjiang to study when I was young, and he was very kind to me. Don't worry about the stones. I'll have them sent over right away. It's just what? Miasma and Nanjiang might make it tricky to transport stones with a large group of people. You'd get sick without the necessary medicine. The medicine you need, I can get it for you. Ooh, no need to search for it. Just go to Physician Jin in Tancheng City. Purchase 10 bottles of miasma-proof pills. Here's the money you'll need. Keep the rest as your reward if there's any left. Okie dokie. Tancheng City. Which is... Oh, that's the one that's just over there. Okay. Oh, can't exit there. Let's see, where? Nope, not there. That's the waiter. Oh, hello?
Mom, can you help me get a snack off the high shelf?
I mean, I can, sweetie, but aren't you taller than me at this point?
Yeah, but you have that grabby spell that I don't.
Okay, that is fair. Alright, well, we've got a commercial break coming up soon anyway, so yeah, I'll come help you. Alright, folks, we're gonna go ahead and do that commercial break. Stand up, stretch, walk around a bit, refresh your drinks and food, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Alrighty, sweetie, so what kind of snack would you like today?
The St. Louis Blues.
Alright, folks, welcome back. Look, all I'm gonna say is, you know how sometimes you gotta grab something off a shelf and it scoots to the back of the shelf? Now imagine you can't see the back of the shelf. Okay. Now, where were they saying we might want to go? Because they were saying Yuan. Let's scroll back through things that we learned. Yuan's issues are less critical. It's even more critical considering Yuan's movements. Yeah, I mean, we got it down eventually, but it was very much a, you know, tried to grab it, and then, like, the jar was a little more rounded than I thought it was. And so it just kind of, like, my hand, like, little graspy spell, as Dare likes to call it, just, like, squeezed, and it scooted to the back, and it became a whole thing. That's why you use Mage Hand and just start grabbing random containers. Well, yeah, but, like, again, it's one of those, like, if you can't see... And then, you know, yeah, you've grabbed the right container, but now you've got 5 other containers pulled out. You gotta put them all back. It's a whole thing. Right. Okay, we were doing a side quest. And I was trying to figure out where Yuan is. It's not a place, it's a person. But, like, Yuan could refer to any number of people is the problem. Like, heck, even one of my own people was referred to as Yuan at one point. Where are you, Bai? That's long. Like, Bai Jin was at one point referred to as Yuan. You can't blind fire Mage Hand. How anime horny meet cute start. I mean, listen. That is a thing that we have had fun with. You know. It's just, you know. You know, it can be like a nice little fun time, a little way of being interactive without having to be right next to each other, if you get my drift. Lord Luo, here are the miasma-proof pills. Okay, I'll have my people prepare the stones and get ready to set off. You can return to Mr. Mung and ask him to prepare a place for the stones. That's great, I'll return to him right away. Let's head over there. Am I going to the right place? Yes, I am. Okay. Yes, I'd like to go to the West Pier, please. There we go. Don't see the problem here. Now you have 6 snacks. I mean, okay, yeah, okay, fair. Nyum. I probably could have gone the north route, but it's fine. You go around the mountains that way, huh? Right. Whoop. fine. Back, Mr. Ewan. How did it go with Lord Luo? Don't worry. He is already preparing the stones and will send them over soon. Has the great combat in this sparked any brainwaves for Dawnbringers? Yes, it actually has. Specifically because of how different abilities and different weapons interact with the grid. Fist techniques are by standard just one square in the orthogonal directions. Sword techniques are 2 squares in orthogonal directions. Sabers are 3 squares wide as a standard. So like this has absolutely played into the development of Dawnbringers in deciding how different weapons and different classes are going to handle the grid. That being said, Dawnbringers is also going to be a lot more simplistic with its abilities. Whereas I personally absolutely love the depth that the abilities in this game get into. That is too much to manage in what is a Caltrop core game. Yeah, sabers are wide sword, hell yeah. Okay. Okay, Caster, do you know the difference between a Dao and a Jian? Because when we say saber in this case, we're actually talking about a Dao, which is sort of the traditional Chinese broadsword, whereas Jian is what would normally be considered a straight sword in Western martial arts. So the Dao is absolutely meant for swiping and slashing in wide arcing pathways. It's, you know, the heaviest ones that were used as like as part of like the Imperial Army could be up to 10 pounds. So they didn't even have to be sharp. They were a wedge, essentially. It almost acted more like an axe than a traditional Western saber. Whereas Jian are the ones that are like the more graceful straight swords. Yeah, it's a big old flat blade. It's if you look up Ming Dao, you'll see what I mean. Or actually, I may have sent a picture at some point. But yeah, no, they are big swords. They're nice. They are so nice. That's actually one of the swords that I'm trained in, believe it or not. Which, you know, at kneecap height, you can imagine is a bit of a problem for other people. You know. But anyway, he's already preparing the stones, and we'll send them over soon. Great, thank you so much. Don't mention it. We don't have many valuables in the village, but here's a pill from one of the Wuxian elders. I never had the heart to take it, and would like you to have it now. Ooh! See, and this is why we do side quests. Yes, I do. The main forms that I use are Tai Chi and Wushu, but those are derivatives of standard Kung Fu. Or I shouldn't say derivatives. Like it's all an interacting sort of thing. Chinese martial arts in particular, like they break down into sects, as is shown in like some wuxia stuff, but it's not as hard and fast. Like there's a reason why the main heroes are always going around and learning from the different sects, because you're never meant to limit yourself to only one area. Because to do so is to become too specialized, which makes it actually easier to beat you in a fight. Because if you know exactly the kind of fighting somebody's going to do, then you know exactly how to beat them. Need to go to Bibo School, there's Shiping Village, Rift Valley. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nope, I'm good. Just want to be on the other side of this. Thank you. There's Mount Lucian. Let's actually head back over to... let's see. Yanfu Town is next to Shaolin, so there we are. But yeah, I fell out of practice for a really long time, and it's just this past year sort of started rededicating myself to like Tai Chi as part of my, at this point, unfortunately, yearly back injury from over the course of winter when I'm not really able to be as physically active, and so like my back gets a little bit messed up. And it's really been really nice. Primarily going through the basic yang forms right now. But I'm definitely, like, I discovered that there is a Dao, like, there is a Tai Chi style that uses Dao, which is, I genuinely did not know. I knew it used Jian, as well as a couple of other sort of lighter weapons, but it had never occurred to me that the Dao might actually make an appearance in Tai Chi. Greetings, I'm Yuan Yi from Wudong. Amitabha. Is Abbot Yuan Wu here? Amitabha, greetings. The Abbot should be in the Discipline Hall right now. Thank you. Let's go meet Abbot Yuan Wu first, Mr. Yuan. Okay, since the duel is with Shaolin, you should indeed meet with him first. Are you here to discuss the sword duel? Yes, that's right. Amitabha, I'm here under Master Yuan Ku's orders to welcome guests for the event. Mr. Yuan, please let me know when you're ready to attend and I'll prepare a room for you. Sure, thank you. Okay, so... Did I just accidentally lock myself out of that part? No, I did not. Okay. So many martial artists at the Shaolin Temple. Most of them are from small sects or don't have a sect. It looks like none of the major sects have arrived yet. Should meet with the Shaolin Masters first. Let's see, where was... Oh! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's a bamboo clacker somewhere around here that I mistook for an alert. Oh well. The Discipline Hall, okay. Nope, that's the Abbot's Chambers. Done. I already accidentally went in there the last time I was here. Oh, I can't talk to him right now, huh? Been 20 years since I took charge of the Discipline Hall. Yuan Jue, I may not be able to lead Shaolin into the future, but in these remaining days, let me care for those you had high hopes for. Greetings, Master Yuan Wu. Amitabha. Greetings, Abbot. Mr. Yuan and Vijiraha. You've returned to Shaolin for the sword duel, I presume. Indeed. It has drawn many sects' attention. My Shifu is concerned about the rumor of Tianji Palace's heir, so he sent me here. Sect Leader Qing Shu? Then... I have a question for you. Are you here for Wudong or Shaolin? I'm here for both, and all those here now and coming to Shaolin. I see. Mr. Xiao wants to see Bodhidharma swordplay. Since Shaolin accepted his challenge, I'll honor the agreement. But as far as I know, no one in Shaolin is proficient in Bodhidharma swordplay now. Since Yuan Jue passed away, it should have been this way. But Shaolin does have another master of Bodhidharma swordplay. Really? Who is it? Amitabha. Can't reveal his identity right now. Hope you understand. Oh, that's alright. It's just good to know Shaolin has a plan for the duel. Rumors about the heir of Tianji Palace are spreading fast. Hurry, someone with ulterior motives is behind it. What do you think about Abbot Yuan Wu? My fellow disciples and I share the same concern. But we can't avoid this duel. We have no clear leads on who might be behind it. I've entrusted Shaolin's defense to Master Yuan Nan, Hall Master of Arhat Hall. But with so many people gathering, we might still be overwhelmed. So, I'd really appreciate it if you could lend a hand. Of course. I'll go find Master Yuan Nan. It's very kind of you, Mr. Yuan. So, for added context in-game, I didn't just stick to Wudong sect stuff, and in fact, because I'm a fist user in-game, I actually mostly did Shaolin stuff early on until I was able to get some of the more powerful Wudong stuff. You mean, it is indeed the person you have in mind. I found this scroll among Yuan Jue's belongings. It seems he meant to leave it for you. Please do not delve into this matter. Fate is beyond our understanding. Since I found this scroll, I must take on Yuan Jue's unfinished business. Vidyaraha, you have already done much for Shaolin. Let me join you on this final journey. Futaba, I understand. Now, back to the main topic. Do you think Mr. Yuan is worthy? Abbot Yuan Jue said Mr. Xiao's sword has the power to change the future. But he also mentioned the future might not solely depend on him. Is it the future of Shaolin? Buddhism? Martial world? Or Ning entirely? Amitabha. Neither for self nor others without the concept of sentient beings of lifespan. Like, he was one of the first people that I actually got to such a high level, and I think I mastered everything he knows. Yep. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of spars. I want to see if I can get this from him and maybe learn how to make that, because ooh. I haven't fought him since I picked up all the Tai Chi stuff. And, you know, gee, is it any wonder what I just said about myself in real life, why I gravitated towards learning the Tai Chi techniques in-game? Which is very funny because a lot of people have said that they're, like, on forums and stuff for the game, that they're actually not the best techniques, but I don't know, I mean, I feel a personal connection there, you know? But yeah, like, look, okay, hang on, I'm gonna slow this down for the next time, but, like, the ability to have techniques that break out of the weapon standards and give you additional range or allow for push and pull is very useful. I don't think I would include like the facing stuff that is in this game in something like Dawnbringers, because of the fact that, like, just again, it's a Caltrop core game, so I don't necessarily want to include that level of complexity in it. But the ability to push and pull and maneuver people is very interesting to me, because that means that I can make more use of environmental hazards in certain rooms. You want the weapons to have strengths, but some toolbox potential. Exactly, exactly. And the idea with Dawnbringers is that each weapon gives a different ability, you know, to the user, and so the ability to have either mitigation or positioning manipulation, that sort of a thing. Facing directions feels like a boss enemy factor. It could be, but I've got a whole other thing going on with the bosses that is a bigger thing. I don't remember. Had I finished describing how the bosses work the last time you read through it? Because they are definitely a multi-stage process. And whereas every other enemy has, I want to say it was 4 abilities, or, you know, 4 randomized things that they might do, bosses ended up with either 6 or 7, I want to say. Yeah, because they roll 2d4 instead of 1d4. At least if I recall correctly. It's been a little while since I looked at the combat mechanics in the game. Know the general flow of things in the second stage fight once you get him out of the dungeon. Exactly. Exactly. And so, like, quadrants of the map are more important for those fights, and knowing how the boss is going to interact with, like, oh, well, like, okay, this mining boss is going to drop rocks from above every once in a while, so taking care on which quadrants you're standing in is going to be a huge part of that sort of thing, you know? Still going after this armor. Definitely see a vamp being a big fucking shield, where, with a big fucking shield, we're getting him back, in the back is important. Ooh, but yeah, not an all bosses mechanic. So I could definitely see that being for, like, oh, there was an industrial one that I was looking at. I think it was, like, the steel vamp. So that might be a very important thing there. Good idea. I may steal that. Thank you, Caster. Because, of course, our first boss is the Train Baron, because beating him allows you to unlock the transit system that existed in the old world. And, you know, that's what allows you to get to the other bosses. So, like, I don't want to say there's a forced tutorial, but, you know, it's that idea of here is a fairly basic dungeon that's going to teach you the basics of, like, not just combat, but also sort of what I've been deeming puzzle combat. Because, like, certain rooms have specific mechanics, like fighting against the ticketing booth guys. You cannot actually get to them and deal with them directly. You have to figure out how to reflect their attacks back at them. Ooh, increased permanent max MP, that sort of thing. Let's do that. And so, like, learning how those mechanics work, and that, like, oh, there are going to be some enemies that have special mechanics, as well as full-on puzzle rooms, is a big part of this first dungeon. So yeah. Again, I'm very excited to bring that system out, and I know that a few months from now, I am going to have some extended time off, going into the fall this year. And so that's probably where I'm going to be hitting that hard. I'm hoping maybe I can at least get the map for the basic dungeon for Dawnbringers out before then, but, you know, I've been wanting to do that for months at this point, and, yeah, here we are. Like, I got the overall map put into the book recently, but again, like, I need to do detailed maps for those puzzle rooms. Because I don't want to just, you know, leave that up to whoever is, you know, doing the GMing, you know? I want to actually be able to provide those sorts of resources, at the very least for the basic dungeon, you know what I mean? That feels good. Oh, yeah, now that I've demoed the fact that, like, there are variations on attack styles and types. Yep, nope, still haven't gotten that thing. I'll go ahead and speed combat back up. There it is. Okay, good. Where did Yuan get off to? There he is. Let's see, I've already learned this, but I don't know if I have that in my inventory. That would be very useful. Let's gift him some stuff, shall we? Sir, do you like any kind of weapons in particular? It would seem not. Ooh, I'm not gonna give him red quality gear. Wow, really? Oh, okay. He likes hats. Okay. Here you go, sir. Have a hat. Now, fight me! Ooh, salvation staff, you say? But yeah, I'm also hoping to go back to, actually I think it was the very first project that I did and actually posted on itch to add art cards to it. It was the system that was based on Dungeon Dice Monsters, and was all about like essentially having like a unique commander and then 3 different basic unit types. You place a hat on one man's bald head, then immediately slap it off. I mean, yeah, like and the system is done basically. Like it works. It's actually a pretty fun system. Though a couple of times I've gotten to play around with it, and I'm happy with how small the numbers are because that means that like it was a very straightforward question of balance. But again, I want to add some art cards to it. Give each one of the commanders their own unique art. And, you know, make it so that people could, like, print and play if they wanted to. I just think that would be neat, you know? And I'm also a much better artist than I used to be. I'm still going to do, like, a very simplistic style for it, but I am much more confident in creating that level of art. Kind of the very silly stick figure-esque, like, things that allow people to, like, oh, at a glance tell that that's the guy who does construction and dungeoneering, so he's gonna do things like block off hallways and the like. That sort of thing. Because as much of a fan as I am of... Like, I got the hat right back! Oh no! But yeah, as much of a fan as I am of miniatures games, one of the biggest problems that I run into with it is the fact that very often miniatures are not legible at a glance, you know? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we are. Accidentally hit something on my taskbar. Oh, thank you very much for the posture check. There we go. Okay. I'm Yuan Yi from Wudong. Abbot Yuan Wu has entrusted me to assist you, Master Yuan Nan. Amitabha, many forces have come to Shaolin recently, making us short-handed. Your help is appreciated. No worries. As leading righteous sects in Central Plains, Wudong and Shaolin should support each other. How can I assist? Shaolin currently has many visitors. Hard to check on everyone. To prevent ill-intentioned individuals from sneaking in, would you inspect the area in front of Mahavira Hall? Of course, leave it to me. Thank you. And yes, I should unshrimp. You'd think the corset would prevent that sort of thing, but nope. It is way too easy to just kind of like settle into myself, you know? Hey look, isn't that Mr. Yuan? Yeah, it is. I knew we'd run into you here, Mr. Yuan. It's a new martial artist I met in Jinglong City. Long time no see. How are you doing? We're doing great. What could possibly go wrong for rough guys like us? After things settled in Nanjiang, we returned to the Central Plains together. Then we heard that Tianjian sect was challenging Shaolin, so I came to join the fun. We didn't expect to run into you though, Mr. Yuan. See, if it weren't for me dragging you here, we wouldn't have met Mr. Yuan again. Even Mr. Yuan can't resist a good rumor. Nonsense, Mr. Yuan's not like you. He must have serious business here. By the way, have you noticed anything unusual on your way here? Especially near Shaolin? Besides the gathering crowd, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. All you care about is travel and martial arts. You and painting. I'm so tall but fold like IKEA furniture when a paintbrush is in your hand. Yeah! It's real, like... I love building my model kits. Like, oh my goodness, yeah, at this point, a couple of years ago, one of the friends of the channel, Captain Comic Geek, got me back into building model kits, like, and beyond the miniature stuff, but like Gundam kits and things like that for people who aren't aware. And the temptation, especially when you're working with small parts, to just kind of like, you get real close to it, have a nice little tight lamp on there, maybe get a magnifying glass involved so you can like scrape off nubs and stuff from where you cut it out of a sprue. one, it's delightful. It is so centering and relaxing. But at the same time, shrimp mode. Why? You think the tavern you always go to gives you an edge? I don't get it. Taverns are the best places to gather info. Since I'm there every day, I'm naturally the most informed person around. Have you heard anything unusual then? 4 hours later, why do I hurt so much? Yeah! Well, okay, but see, that's also why I'm a fan of taking frequent breaks, standing up, stretching. Funny enough, I actually found a specific Tai Chi form that I can do just standing at my desk so I don't have to go outside and make use of the large area that the Yang form stuff requires. That helps, like, unkink your back, rotate muscles, kind of shake off the rust, you know? I actually tend to do it on breaks if I have enough time once I've finished whatever somebody needs me to help to take care of them. Because at least the first quarter of it takes about a minute or so to do. So, Osiris, send me a message on Discord and I will send you the intro section of that form. Because absolutely game changer. Of course, a few days ago I heard that a martial artist recently died in Yanfu Town at the foot of Shaolin. But they couldn't figure out who this person was. I heard they just reported it to the authorities and handed over the body. But wouldn't you say that's quite unusual? Someone died. Do you know who found the body? Let me think. I think it was Chu Sai, an old physician in Yanfu Town. Chu Sai. Okay, thank you for telling me. Many people are gathering at Shaolin. Please be extra cautious in the coming days. If you encounter any issues, ask the guest master, Monk, to bring you to me. We will. Thank you, Mr. Ewan. It's reassuring to know a great hero like you is here. Chu Sai isn't a member of the Physician Association, but we've had contact with him. Oh yeah, we finally got the Herbal Saint to join our team last time. Very excited about that. Yeah, because I've already gotten her to help me heal people across the continent who previously I had, like, done the best to provide palliative care for, but couldn't actually, like, heal properly. He's generally humble, but somewhat afraid of trouble. As for this murder case, Yanfu Town is at the foot of Shaolin, but the news hasn't reached here yet. It seems someone is controlling the situation, not wanting it to attract too much attention. Once we have some free time, let's visit Yanfu Town. Let's take a look at what these guys have. Ooh, they also know some neat techniques. Ooh. These people's clothes, are they from Yuan? The swordsman's eyes gleam with profound strength, and the fist fighter in the middle has solid muscles and slightly protruding temples, suggesting mastery of both physical abilities and internal power. These two could be considered experts even in the Central Plains, and now they're in Shaolin. The man is observing us. Ignore him. Just stay low-key. They seem wary of me. Without evidence, there's not much I can do. I'll just keep an eye on them. I hear that ancient fist techniques have been passed down in Central Plains. Everyone practices martial arts in Yuan. Let's see, what have you got, buddy? Oh, increases evasion permanently? Sure. Whoa. Alright, he's gonna take some actual gift. Let's... And then that... Now let's do some sparring real quick. Wow. Okay. This is all I wanted, sir. I mean, you said quick. I mean, yeah, I did. I sure did. I do definitely want to learn those techniques, but I'll deal with that on my own time. Ooh, I don't have those plans yet, though. Okay, it's not as good as the one my actual character is wearing, but... Ooh, Thunderbolt swordplay. Very cool. What kind of gifts do you like? Oh, really? Okay. Fairly basic, but sure. I want that hat. Give me a hat. Specifically because it's a better grade of hat than a lot of my characters currently have. Thank you very much, sir. Exactly what I wanted. Dharma Cave, Bodhidharma, after nightfall. Crimson Condor? Why are you at Shaolin alone? Where's Shifu? Frosty Condor? And you and Yi? Greetings. I suppose Sect Leader Yin is also here? Shifu is not keen on staying at Shaolin. He said he'd come on the day of the duel and asked me to deliver a message first. I see. So, where is Shifu now? He and the other disciples are still in Yanfu Town. Yanfu Town. I've answered all your questions. I still need to deliver Shifu's letter to Abbot Yuan Wu. I should go. He seems a bit odd. He's mumbling something. Did you catch it? He kept saying Dharma Cave and Bodhidharma. Isn't that Shaolin's forbidden area? I'll go ask him. No need to rush. Without evidence, we won't get answers. This involves both Shaolin and Condor School. Let's ask Master Yuan to watch the forbidden area and plan our next steps once we know more. Without Crimson Condor mentioning Shaolin's forbidden area for no reason. Since Sect Leader Yin is in Yanfu Town, we can visit him and see if Crimson Condor has any unusual contacts recently. And it's been a while since you last saw him. You are right. Shifu would be pleased to see you. And we do have some time to spare. It's getting late. I should inform Master Yuan Nan of my findings. Let's see. Long time no see. I can tell from your steady steps that you've made great progress. Congratulations. I still haven't repaid your kindness in teaching me. There's no need to do that. You earned that opportunity with your integrity. I'll never forget this gift of teaching. And then, as I've told you before, using these skills for good deeds is the best way to repay me. Sure thing. It's great to see your progress. Would you care to spar with me? Of course, I'd love some pointers. I'm sure we'll learn from each other. Uh-oh. I didn't realize this was gonna happen. I would have saved beforehand if I realized that. Oh, hello?
Someone's flirting with Dad again.
Okay, are we talking like just flirting with the performer on stage, or like flirting?
Well, he sent me to get you.
Alright. I'll be there in a second. Just keep an eye on things. Alright. Well, we've got a commercial break coming up soon anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We'll resolve this fight, hopefully with a success when I get back. Yep, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Presented by Zaya.
I hope not to have to go superhero on somebody, but we'll find out, won't we? Alright, so stand up, everybody, stretch, get some refreshments, all that good stuff. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, okay? Ta-ta for now. Alright, so who is it this time?